number that we have.
Was it 40 something?
43.
I think your XG was 4.8 on the league's website.
Yep, that's the highest I've ever seen in both categories.
Can you attempt to explain how that happened?
Regardless, I know they had the keeper sent off early in the game. That probably adjusted maybe them defending and behaving a little different. But it was something we prepared for in training. I think we expected. We knew that they were going to be in a low block and defend. So we'd have a lot of the ball. We needed to create moments from them. 43 chances. And today it just, the execution wasn't there. We get the goal. And then we have them pinned all the way back. Let's say it that way. We have so much momentum on our side. The crowd's doing a great job. We've got them pinned all the way back to their own box. And then we make a very big mistake on a throw-in deep in our own corner flag. And it was stuff that we'd addressed all week, and we have certain rules and situations where when this happens, we do something different. We didn't do that today on the field in that one moment, so we prepared and we practiced it. We didn't do it, and all of a sudden we turned the ball over inside our own 18, and it's 1-1. And then after that, we created a lot. But overall, we couldn't find a way to win the game. So we have to look at ourselves and ask, how do we have that high of possession and all of these data points? But yeah, not come away with 3 points there.
This has got to be one of those games that feels like a loss, even if you got a tie out of it.
Yeah, it does. It feels absolutely like a loss. I think everyone feels it in there, staff and players. So, for us, it's again another situation where we hurt ourselves today. Deep in our own corner with the decisions that we've made down there to try and play out of a situation you don't ever need to play out of. And that put us in a tough spot, and we conceded from it. Musa was there. Musa who got the goal. There was so many shots after. So Musa, clinical finisher. We know what he's like. We prepared them for him. Clinical finisher inside the box, scores the goal, and here we go with 1 point.
We'll go Justin, then Matt.
Coach, when you look at over 4 expected goals on target, obviously things did go well to get in those positions, but not being able to get over the line. Is it as simple to say as the finishing just wasn't where it needed to be, or how do you address that when you go back through the game tape?
Yeah, I mean, very high field tilt, I'm sure. So with the balls in their final third quite a lot. We need to be really good in them moments when teams drop off on us about recognizing space and exploding into it and moving off the ball really clinical. Speed the game up when space is given. I think a natural behavior for all players is when you get given space, you slow down. We need to speed up and try and get more service in the box before it gets really crowded. That was one also that we needed to probably improve on. So yeah, just overall, I'll give the guys credit because we created and generated so much high data, which is good, but we talked about it right now. The only data really we should be focusing on is 3 points, 1 point, or 0 points. Our processes I'm very happy with our processes and how we prepared them this week for the training for the game. Just couldn't get 3 points.
Maybe a bright spot. Brendan McSorley makes his appearance after signing his contract this week. Gets a good moment early on. How do you think of his energy that he brought and then his performance over it?
Yeah, really good. That's something that Brendan has done fantastic with all year at the second team. The next pro team is energy, is intensity. So he came on today and brought that as well. I think he had 2 or 3 overhead attempted kicks in the game. Close on one of them. I think the keeper makes a good save. We had a lot of shots that went high today. I think we needed to find more moments to shoot low on the ground and test them down low. Too many shots were in the comfort area of being a little bit high. But I was super happy with Brendan. Yeah.
The decision to start Simon and take out Ostrak off the start, what was the main reason for that to get more runs behind? Because I know you talked about that in the post game last week. Was that the main reason for that decision?
Yeah. So Dallas would do how we prepared was they be in that 5-4-1 kind of like mid-block situation. They deny a lot of space between lines, which is Thomas's big strength. But they would leave space behind for Simon. And as the game opened up, we were relying on his athleticism to get him behind. I think he had a couple of good moments. One where we built down the left side and it got caught under his feet as he run off the last line. If it was a little bit cleaner, maybe he's in on a 1v1. But yeah, it was more just knowing that how they were going to defend Dallas. We needed to stretch the game, and having 2 9s up top was going to help with that.
And obviously, I know the game plan changes because of the red card. They're going to batten down the hatches and all that. But you just mentioned the lack of movement. Just how does that happen? You said they're giving us too much space and you need to turn it on it. But you have guys out there for the extent purpose of getting more runs. The game plays in a way where you're going to get more chances for runs, but then the runs don't materialize. Just how do you break that down? What do you think happened?
I think for this one, it was just the awareness of knowing how much space you need to be dangerous. I think at times we can think we need 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, but you're not going to get it given that much space against the low block. So how do you operate in 2 or 3 yards? How do you maybe check in to get the defender to just move his body weight forward to spin in behind? So kind of like these finite details that we're still looking for was missing tonight. How do you make a run to open up space just for another teammate? Like all those details that should have happened more effective tonight, I think. Just didn't happen. So, I sound frustrated up here. I'm frustrated at the result. There was a lot of good stuff that happened, but we just weren't clinical enough.
And I guess how much of that do you handicap them parking the bus for so much of the game and just maybe runs were happening, but there's just nothing materializing because there's 2 guys in a spot where there wouldn't be? How much do you handicap that for the extra man out, and how much was a lack of the guys, following through on the game plan?
Yeah, every time you make a decision as a coach or you speak on something, the other team's doing something else as well and something different. So as much as we prepared them for situations this week in training, they're also preparing for perhaps things that we're trying to do as well. I know in 46 minutes onwards, they were trying to take the sting out of the game because every goal kick took 35, 45 seconds. And to see 4 minutes at the end of the game, I just don't understand that. We've played several games lately with 15 minutes added on and 12 minutes. And here we are with probably the game that was the most chopped up because of them getting the restart in slowly, and we only get 4 minutes. I don't understand that one. But just like Vancouver, I'd like to stick back to focusing on the players and the team more than the referees.
Close it, Tom.
You talked about last week and other times, that shots are going to hit the post this year and bounce away. And I mean, as this game goes on, do you think that this is a game in which just nothing's, the goalie is going to make every diving save he can. The shot is going to go over the bar. Does it feel, I don't want to say cursed, but just the way it goes, that these guys, it's just not going to work?
I get those feelings at times. In the game when I'm coaching, I try to be more proactive on what I can keep fixing. But as I reflect, today I think we might have hit the bar 4 times or something, and everyone seemed to probably bounce out for a goal kick or something. Not hit the crossbar and comes back, and we just tap it in with our instep or something. I often tell you guys in these situations when it's not going our way, we have to just do a better job of generating more. I don't think you can generate more than 44 shots in a soccer game. I mean, like I told you guys, I think that's one of the highest you'll probably see. You have to go searching really deep to find someone that beats that amount of shots. So yeah, we just have to be more clinical. I'd probably just say with that.
Because as you look at some of the chances, and you had headers on crosses, I mean, it seemed like it was a whole bunch of guys. It wasn't just Klaus or Simon. They were counted up. I mean, there was just, everybody seemed to have chances. It seemed like a team-wide thing.
Yeah, I mean, again, they would. The way they defended, they would allow us to get into their final third quite a lot. So in that moment, you won't see a positional structure about it. It's all just about finding space, especially when you're inside the 18. It could be guys running out of their natural position if the space is there for them. But yeah, a variety of shots, variety of crosses into the box. We had some headers. We had some, shots that went high. We missed a couple of shots that went low. I don't think we tested them enough with low, hard driven shots on the ground today. I think a lot of our shots were aerial and in his comfort area. So that would be probably something we could look at. But again, with so many opportunities, you just have to. There's no magic. You have to find a way to come away with 3 points. You just do.
Critch, thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you all.
Tom, go ahead.
That just seemed, from where we sat, like an amazing game with just how you guys could do all that and not get another goal. What was it like for you out there to having all those chances and you can't get another one to go in?
Exactly. I think it's pretty obvious. It's like exactly what you guys saw. Like, I think we had more than 30 chances to score one goal, and we don't. So, yeah, we can talk about the refs should give us more extra time. But more extra time, we had 70 minutes with a player up, and we don't score. So, it's no excuse. Like, we just have to score. It's actually feel like a loss for us, and this whole season feels very frustrating. And it's not much to say. It's been having accountability and being a man and going again to at least to give to defense some entertainment, because we have to score the goals and we had the chances. So
How is the team after this game? What's the feeling? I assume it's the same as.
of course not happy, like, of course, because when you have this feeling that you can do better, it's the worst, because you can do better. Every individual player that played today, we could do a little something better, and then other teams, we make one mistake, they score. We have 30 chances, we don't score, so we have to be clinical. I think we've been saying this a lot during the whole season, and I just don't like to come here to you guys and speak in the same things, because it's been frustrating, Just got to score the goal, man. Simple. And then especially when we have the whole momentum, we have a man up, and we come at home in our fortress with a tie like this against this team. Yeah, it's very frustrating, to be honest.
It seemed like it was everybody. Everybody had, I mean, you could go through the roster and it seemed like it
Everybody, the center backs, the attacking players, everybody. Exactly. It's no words. It's we create, we cross, we do this, we do that. But in the end of the day, we just need the ball in the back of the net. So it's nothing else to say. I think it's exactly what you guys saw there.
Justin?
So, just speaking on your effort in particular, were you surprised that you had so much time and space on that ball to then get a clear look at goal?
I mean, they were with a player less at the moment. Yeah, so I think they were more worried in the box, So when I receive the ball, it's like things that we practice. I think we focus that to have me in the top of the box. So if they like Alex, our goalkeeper coach, study it and give to us like instructions, and they stay more like that, the Dallas team. So it was just a thing that we study, and I saw the opportunity, Edu saw me, and then I was just calm and I shot the ball.
Does it kind of add to the frustration then that play goes so well and then the rest of the opportunities can't find it?
Yeah, like you score a goal, then 1-0, man up, and then we're trying to create this momentum, and then I think in less than 50 minutes we give up a goal in a silly mistake. Things that happen in other games as well. So it's not a thing that's new things. I think that's happening and happened the other week and happened the other week. So it's very frustrating, because it's a game that we should win 5-0. All due respect to Dallas, but it's a game that we have to kill them, and especially at home. In the place that we come from, we have our fans screaming the whole game, supporting us. So it's a game that we have to kill them, and kill them early, the first half. But no, we give them chances, and then we concede. And then, it's just frustrating. And then there's a game, and then the pressure comes to us. We have to score, and then we don't score, So, yeah.
Matt? In a game like that, especially late, you guys are trying a lot of crosses down the side. Just in the moment when you're on the field, is there a frustration factor in that being the only thing that's working, or are you guys just taking what the defense is giving you? Are you trying to get the ball down the middle more, even though there are more bodies there? What's the mindset of the offense in those last 20 or 30 minutes where the flanks are open, but the crosses haven't been working all game?
Yeah. So we gotta do like what they defense are doing. Like, so they were very compact in the middle, trying to close the goal. So the only spaces were the crosses, and the crosses kind of like a 50-50 when you cross a good ball. When we had chances, if you look at the game, we had chances. A shot we could score. It was like a guy and the keeper, and you know, and we miss and things that. Of course, this happens in the game, and this is just frustrating, man. That's this, I think, translates to like since the beginning of the year, you know, nothing worked, and now we like for our mistakes in the beginning of the year, like it's showing now, like the early decisions or early wrong decisions, and translate to this, you know. But yeah, we wanted to cross balls to create a chance because it was the only way, or trying to dribble like players. But I think we create a lot of chances, like I repeating, and we don't score. So I'm sorry, but it's not a lot to say here. It's just pretty obvious. You guys watch the game, and it's just this, yeah.
Got time for one more, Tom.
When you look at this season, because it seems like this game you lose this way, but other games, or this game you tie this way, but just there seems like it's almost something different every time, but it's always bad. I mean, is that kind of how this, when you look at this season as a whole, I mean, what does it seem like to you?
Of course, it's for me it's bad because we see the quality that we have, and as a collective, it's not working. Since the beginning of the year, with things outside the field, on the field, it's everything. It's not working. The quality is not being good enough, and yeah, we just gotta be men and take it and go to practice and work hard again and try to, at least in these last 5 games, be men and try to win the games. Because nobody wants to be the last place. I bet nobody here is gonna be it's happy with the situation, and we just gotta be men, take it, take the punch and get up again and fight in practice. Fight in practice so in the games we can come with a positive results. It doesn't matter if the season is over, but we have games to play, and we can all like go, oh, it's over, let's give up. No, I mean, that's not me, and I agree, and I think it's most of the guys there don't want that, so we just gotta keep fighting. It's already a bad season, so it's just gotta keep fighting.
I just feel like this team has taken a lot of punches this season.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious, you know? Like, look at where we are in the table.
Thanks, Célio.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Kick us off.
What's it like to be in a game like that where there's chance after chance after chance and nothing goes in?
Yeah, it's frustrating. I think I've never played in a game where we had 43 shots, I heard after a game. I think I've never experienced that. So then it's even more frustrating that we just sit there with 1 point. Feels like a loss. Yeah, it's frustrating.
What happens when a team has that many shots and can't gets one of them to go in? What's causing that?
I don't know. It's the momentum of the team. Also, I think if we came from a win, for example, I think we win this game 100%. But I think it's a momentum also, and we are not ruthless enough in the box. Both boxes, they have one chance and they score on the one chance they have, and we have. How many chances? I don't know. So many chances, and we don't take them.
On the one chance they get, I mean, what leads into that?
No, we talked about it halftime, end of the game is frustrating. We talked about this before the game to avoid these situations. It's a quick throw in and unnecessary combinations. Instead of keeping it simple in our part of the field, we do a little bit more and lose the ball, and they punish us.
Justin?
It seemed like in the beginning of the game especially, there were some nice interplays and some nice movements that maybe weren't there when Dallas were more compact later on. Did it feel that way, that just the space was kind of not there to make some of those
I
movements?
think for the combinations, it's was more on in the start. For probably they after they considered the red card, they just went down in their low block and tried to defend the box. So it was mostly about trying to put dangerous crosses into the box, and hopefully one of them would create second ball, goal, some dangerous situations, and it did many times, but we couldn't put him away. But it's right, yeah, the combinations wasn't as much need for the combinations when they allowed us the space that we needed to combine in the first half to get. So they just allowed us to get those positions to cross the ball. And yeah, just like that.
Is it kind of amazing what this season has thrown at you guys? It seems like it's every week something different.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating one. Let's just say that it's been really frustrating. It's we feel we have moments. We feel okay. Now we're building something really good. We have good moments in game, and then we, like I said before, we are not ruthless in the boxes. Team punishes us, and we don't punish them, and then you lose football games, and then we get a losing streak that's not good for anyone. And we're trying to build something for next year as well. With this season going as it's going, we are trying to get something positive out of it to build a good momentum and core for next year. And that's yeah.
With all this negative results, I mean, where's the drive coming from to keep this team going forward?
Now, the drive for me personally, I think for all of the other guys also, it's the fans. It's simple as that. They give us so much. Every home game, they give us we were 3-0 down against Dallas, and the fans stay. I've never experienced this. It's something special, the fans here, and that's what I regret so much also, that we can't give more back to the fans, that they spend their money and their time to come see us, and we can't give them a win today, for example. And that's what for sure is motivating me for the rest of the season also. We have nothing, we have no playoff to play for, but we still have the pride to play for. We need to give something back to the fans and show them that for next year it's going to be a completely different team.
Is it hard to believe this team is almost practically in last place?
Yeah, it is. We have a lot of quality players, quality moments in games, but in this league you get punished when you're sloppy. Sometimes you make easy mistakes. Both ends of the pitches we make simple mistakes. We are not we don't punish teams as they punish us, and yeah, then you lose games. As simple as that. It's not everything about how good it looks and if we have possession or this or that. It's the most important thing in soccer is what happens in both boxes, and we are easily this season we have been not even close to good enough in both boxes.
Conrad, thank you, Robert. Appreciate it.